Hi, this is Josh Oren, and I am going to show you this website, Blue Letter Bible. This is a great website for study, for either small group Bible study, personal study, or even preparing in some aspects for a sermon. So we'll get started here. One of the first areas I like looking at is study. In this area, there's lots of things that you can look at. One of my favorites is timelines here. Uh, the chronological map I think is really helpful in many areas. Sorry. Uh, so it what it does is it basically shows the timeline of when mostly these guys lived, when they were born, and when they died, and the era in which they lived. Here, obviously, this is the first century, so you have a lot of overlapping people here. You have Nero here, Peter and Paul, Clement. You go further, you have Justin Martyr, um, and so forth, all the way here to the fourth century. Um, some other ones, the timeline of Paul, um, as well as the chronology of Acts and the epistles. And so here it's basically just giving you years of when these were written and when certain things happened, all the way till the death of John, which is 100 AD. It's just kind of a nice little reference form to use. Um, One of my favorite areas, and probably the area I use most, we'll go back one more, is searching the Bible. Um, in this area, I usually pick ESV. That's the version that I read most, and we'll just use John 1 1. We'll just use this as our reference, so I can show you kind of what's going on here. This is a good this is a good tool to use to begin your study. So here we have John 1 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So here we can click on Tools, and it's going to pull up a section here of what this verse was. It gives the Strong's number for all these different words, and the root form of that as well. We will use Logos for our for the demonstration here. So I could click on this this icon here, which is a speaker, and it would say the word in Greek for me, so I could learn how to say this particular word in Greek. It would also, as you go down further, it gives a root form of this word in Greek. Continue further, so now it's giving us the how many times this word was used in the King James version. So in different versions, you're going to have different numbers here. But the King James version, the word was used 218 times, and continues on to different things there. It also outlines the biblical usage of this as you go through Scripture. Probably one of the best, another thing here is it gives a good definition of what Logos is, or what it means. You continue down a little further, and it gives you references to to this word that it uses throughout the New Testament here. And so as you go through, you get down to the bottom. Logos is a pretty popular word, as you can see above. Here you can see that it's used many times in many different many different applications throughout the New Testament, all the way from Matthew to Revelation. You can then click on one of these, and it would take you to more references of what that passage, where that word was used in different passages. So as we go back out of that, we're back to this page where the sentence was used and the different words that were used there. One of the other things that you can do is use these different translations and be able to read whatever this sentence is that we have pulled up in be able to read that in a different version, which at times can be very helpful. Again, we have cross references here to what this verse to John 1:1 as we go through scripture there, which can be very helpful. One of the other things that I really like using is the commentary section. Though I haven't vetted all of these commentators, I usually stick with ones that I know. Matthew Henry, obviously, very solid biblical guy. Charles Spurgeon. Other times there's other commentators on there as well. None that I recognize here. But this is at least a good launching point for study, and can lead you in other directions as well. The dictionaries, we've kind of covered that with the other section of understanding what the word means, different usages of those words as you go through. And then miscellaneous, sometimes there's really good stuff in here, sometimes there's not. Here looks like we have a map of, here it's giving us New Testament Holy Land, some pictures that we could use for possibly sermon notes or a title slide or something like that, and that's it for that. There's also a section on devotionals. I don't utilize this very much. I don't use this for a devotional aspect, but I'm sure that you could very easily use this, and it would help a lot. Here are some other areas that you can use as well. They do have a mobile app for iPhone and your Android stuff, and here's their ministry and those types of things. Again, this is a very useful tool for launching your study, as well as a good reference tool as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this helps you in the future. Thank you.